amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much and remember blessed. Whenever you look my video, whenever you watch my video, share the video to all platforms. Share it to family and friends. Share it in your WhatsApp group so that people can get information on what is happening in the contraption called Nigeria, mainly against the Biafrans, against the Duduas, against the indigenous people in the contraption called Nigeria. I try as much as possible to set the record straight. I don't preach hate speech. I don't speak against people. I set the record straight. The only important thing I do here is to make sure that the plight of the people remains on the front burner and the world will know the true story of what is going on in the contraption called Nigeria. Remember, they will always change the narrative. The government will always try as much as possible to use the conventional media to change the narrative, but that I will not allow. In this platform, we'll set the record straight and we'll say it the way it is. Not preaching hate speech, not by talking down to anybody, but setting the record straight and bringing the information to the front burner and letting the world know the exact situation of things. Each time you watch my video, you can equally go to the comment section, put down your comment, say it the way you feel it. It's so welcome. You can criticize if you so desire, but do it constructively so that we can be able to learn from one another. That is why I'm here. And now, I'm going to share with you a very important video. I hope after watching the video from the beginning to the end, you're going to enjoy the video and you continue to stick around and be able to enjoy the rest videos that are going to be coming your way from time to time. Thank you so much for coming. Today, the video I'm going to share with you is a very important video.
The explanation very clear because that is why we are here.
Yeah.
Thank God Chuk's survivor is here. Now, when you say economic sanction, is going to the government direct. It will affect the government. Because the generating of revenue, the government generates revenue through the masses, through the individuals. For example, when the government said their local government ticket, when I say ticket, Okada ticket, box ticket, which you see them selling through the Agboro, that money, the government authorize it, is going to the government. Then, when you come to the people that has shop, there is no shop in Biafra land today, in part of that in Nigeria, not only in Biafra land, that is not paying local government this thing.
Revenue.
State levy and the federal government levy. And when you talk about tax, there is something we call direct tax and indirect tax. So when you say economic sanction, it will affect the direct tax. The only people that you cannot stop their tax now with this economic sanction is the people that are working under government and the government is paying them because government removes tax before your payment.
Yeah. So,
but individuals who are doing their business, which the government is drawing their blood, will not. They are the one paying this. The government send people to go and collect from the shop. So when you refuse to pay, they will carry some of your goods. So they pay. If you don't have sticker, like emblem, if your motto is from Anambra, you will have Anambra state speaker. If you are doing keke, you will have that local government sticker. You will still have the state sticker. What I'm telling you, go and make inquiries. When you are doing Okada, you will see them go to their tank. They will put one badge. They will tell you that it's local government speaker. You will see Okada man load people from Idemili North. When he come to Idemili South, they will arrest him, say that he don't have Idemili South sticker. The same thing, these things, when you stop it, all those money is a means where government are generating money from individual and they are not doing anything to it. So these are the economic sanctions we are talking about. Then when you talk about civil disobedience is when both school, both the government worker, everybody will nothing will move. Everybody will be at work, at house. You will sit down. That is another way of registering your anger. So, and you can activate, the government can activate civil disobedience when you sanction this economic sanction. Because when you give it, the government must react. When they react, they can say, okay, if you don't comply, they will lock your shop. When they lock one people shop, the people will get anger and they activate the civil disobedience. Everybody will lock their shop. No movement in the response to that action of government. At that point, the government have used their hand to activate the civil disobedience for you. So you have to calculate for you to strike, and they will help you to complete the second one. So that is the point I want to make. Let us hear from my brother, John Elijah.
Thank you.
Okay. We are here to learn.
Thank you, my brothers. Don't be disappointed. I want to use Igbo so that we can communicate as brotherly.
Go ahead.
The Mazi Achebe economic sanction and the civil disobedience. Only one thing I'm sure okay, economic sanction and civil disobedience. In our place, this our, just let's call it, let me not put it our place, in Nigeria. When you are trying to put economic sanction, the only place you can have it is in state and local government. But coming to market or shops, I want you to understand this very point. It will never affect the government. Ask me how. When you are trying, thank you. In Nigeria, all these people in our home, Anarego, an emblem to motors, both motorists, keke, all these people you are seeing, they are on contract. They are not working for government. Get it right. If you never cross-check and if you don't know about it, go and make your inquiry very well. They are not working for government. This is why we keep on telling you that Nigerian politics is not groomed well, or has in your mind. Some people are eating from that politics what it meant for public. After election, in the line aka ha na-eme election, ị ga-ahụ onye ọbụla enwere ndị na-eti mkpu, onye ọbụla na-arụ n'ụzọ nke ya. Now, after the election, ihe ọzọ onye winirinu, ihe ọzọ na-amalitewu ịbịa ichekie people ndị rụla ya ọrụ, people ndị work through with him, people ndị according to how they work for him. Now, after that,
Mazi, there is a statement
am I there?
you make here. I would like you to explain it. You said that the tax and the revenue is not going to the government. Who is that
is where I'm coming. That is thank you.
Bring the individual.
Now, just listen to me. Now, after the election, now those people who make campaign, onye for compensation. Onwere I got compensated by inye commissioner. Onwere I got compensated by inye one political post or the other. Now, onwere their own by contract. When the by all these levies and taxes in a popular now. Now, these people will come. Now, they carry their own money and pay to government and pay them direct. Now, Zokoro ya no ha. Now, mobilize is in the tax collectors, the revenue collectors. Ndị gana ejeni mahia, ndị gana ejena okorozo, ndị gana ABM blame, ndị gana just to make sure that they regain that money. This is the reason why anytime you hold these people, just like in the whenever you hold them, now, the person employ, because the emblem I go for government, and government himself will deny them that those people, because those emblem some ndị nke ha ji aka ha biere onwe ha. Now onye nke zụrụ ya na contract chịpụ ha n'okporo ụzọ nwere ike ya ebie tu nye ha. If you ask any motorist in Nigeria that na abacha emblem abacha, do you know why? Because everybody is ndị a niile achọpụtara n'ihu ọrụ ga-ebi nke ha ji na compensate onwe ha na-erekpara onye nke ahụ nyere ha the contract nke ya nwa ma ọ setụlugo government now. Okay, I'm hearing.
You are making a lot of points, but one question I want to ask you is this: how does government make their income through revenue?
Now, number one, remember that I have told you that now the person who the contract from government and pay government on that particular.
Hold it there. The Oga Pata Nalugo contract from government. Did he pay government or not?
He pay government to go with government. I can have government upon that very
revenue from there.
Yeah, they have taken their share. So excuse me,
wait, automatically to the government to tell him that they have stopped it because he is reporting to the government. So don't tell me.
No, government has nothing to do with him. Excuse me, get my point. Government has nothing to do with it because some nazo half a year, some nazo yearly, some nazo 2 years according since he had an agreement. Yeah, 6 months. After that 6 months, his own has gone. It's not the business of government. Or other good or other bad. It's not their business. Another person. So, Abraham not going to this thing.
Government is doing business. So, automatically.
Do you understand me?
I understand you perfectly well. That's why I say you are making a lot of points. I don't want to use the other word. But you are making a lot of points. And the point you are making here is what I want you to understand. That whether the government is, what you are trying to tell me now is that you are a wholesaler. No, you are a company producing this cup. I am a wholesaler. Mbiambulu na company. Ngazele Mazi Eze. Then it seems that now you don't know about this product you are producing to me, that I am buying from you, that it doesn't concern you. Knowing fully well that if anything, if this product give many people, that they will trace it to you. It doesn't make sense. So anything that, if it happens like that, the government is selling off. So Kai Ali Mesina, the argument, you have made your point clear. Well, who removed you? I wasn't the one. Maybe you remove yourself, but nevertheless, we have to move on because we are here to learn. Welcome to the program, Chuk Survivor. I have been watching your exposition now, other of your program.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much.
Let me greet Mazi. I greet you too. I watch your program. This is my first time to see you coming here. That man, bros, carry go.
Thank you.
I always watch your program.
Elvis.
Hello.
Ololo, the
Hello?
lady is here.
I appreciate it.
Hello.
Mazi John, wait, I will come back to you.
Okay.
So go ahead and educate us because all of us are here to learn. I hope you hear the topic we are treating so that all of us will learn.
Yeah, thank you very much on your topic that you're discussing. The question you're asking, without the ingredients, how are we going to have the political solution?
Exactly.
That is the question. That question you ask is the major question. Anybody that answers that question right will not be doubting where are you going to follow. If you answer that question right, you will not have any doubt in your mind again what to do, whom to follow, and whom to obey. Who is lying and who is not lying. The actual truth and the plain truth is that political solution cannot just fall from heaven. And this very one, the political solution that they are preaching, the one they are preaching, that is not the political solution that we are looking for. That is not the political solution that will free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That one they are talking about will not free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The political solution that will free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu,
They are the one that we activated, and they will call us for it. You see the way they use flight to go and carry the militants to come to Abuja to discuss. That is how they will call the people who are supposed to discuss. They will send people, send delegates to come and invite you to come. You don't go and beg. You don't go and beg for it. And that is where the civil disobedience come in. When you were talking about the issue of civil disobedience, you see, this civil disobedience is a political language. It is very big. Even the economic sanction we are talking about, it is civil disobedience. Okay, look at the meaning literally. When you talk about civil disobedience, when you are disobeying everything that has to do with the government, you follow a different direction. You don't obey them. Don't give them the revenue. Sit at home. Don't go do anything they are doing, including stopping anything that will make them prosper. That is the civil disobedience. And it has stage by stage. Now we are still on stage 1, which is the sit at home. And the stage 1 alone, only the stage 1, you have seen the miracle that stage 1 is doing. The stage 1 is performing miracle. If you like, deny it from heaven to earth. It is a plain thing that the stage 1 that we are now, the civil disobedience, the achievement we have made now in the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, the achievement that have been made was made through civil disobedience. On sit at home. Sit at home have done its own work. And the major aspect of it is this very economic sanction we are talking about. That is the major aspect of it. That is the major aspect of it. To stop giving them that revenue. The way they are, government is generating a hell of money. They are generating a hell of money from. Yeah, who is this? Sorry. Somebody just called in. The government is generating a hell of money. If you remember, you had the governors telling you how many billion they are making only on Monday.
More than 50.
Only on Monday. Did you hear how many billion they are making?
Yes.
They are making a hell of money. And when the major thing is that, you know, the problem we are having, the Republican nature of Biafran people is a very big trouble. We argue so much. We always try to, instead of doing something, we always say, if you do it like this, it will not work. If you do it like this, we want to take an easy way. We want to, freedom doesn't come easily. For people who are saying, freedom doesn't come easily. It doesn't matter who is collecting the revenue. If you like, give it to a company. If you like, go and employ a China company to come and collect the revenue. It is we that are paying the revenue. If we say they will not take it, they will not take it. Every market you see, if the market union can join and support all those their DG or whatever, support, even on the ground to support, and then it is we that will enforce it. It is you and I. And the economic sanction is not for the person selling the and back on the road. No. The major people at the market, do you know the amount they are making from the market in Biafra land? Every single market is in Biafra land. Do you know how many billion they are making? The motor park you are seeing, do you know how much they are making on daily basis? It doesn't matter who they give the contract. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who they give the contract. They are making the hell. You see them confessing by themselves. Only on Monday alone, they are confessing. They are crying because of Monday. Only Monday. Then tell me if we succeed on holding about 3 good days. If we succeed on holding about 3 good days. Or we succeed on holding 1 good week without them getting any revenue. Do you think that this is the money they are stealing, the major money they are stealing, all these idiots in our Biafra land that call themselves politicians, they are the ones stealing the major revenue that is coming. Do you know how much they're making from Anambra State alone? The money they are generating, their tax they're generating, only the money they generate from tax. You know how much, not even the money they get from Abuja. How much is Abuja giving them? Which allocation is Abuja giving them? How much is Abuja giving them as allocation? The major money they are stealing is the one they are stealing from their states. And Abuja is not complaining about that they are stealing because they want them to continue to oppress their own people. Abuja don't care. Abuja is the one protecting. That is why when I see people, when you begin to talk about, if you begin to talk about the issue of bad governance, when you talk about Abuja, people will tell you to go to your state and talk to your governor. That is a trash. There is no way you can fight against any governor. As long as Abuja exists, you can't fight against any governor. Look at, go and confront Hobu Zodoma. Confront Hobu Zodoma. Abuja will send aircraft for him. Abuja will send aircraft for him to kill you.
Mazi, sorry. Mazi.
Yeah.
Sorry, people are asking for the name of your page. Can you write it on the comment section so that I will bring it to the screen?
Okay, let me finish. I'll write it. This name here is the name of my YouTube channel. That's the name of my YouTube channel, and I still have a page there. That same name. On that same name, they can still get me on that page. Chook Survivor.
Okay. I believe they have get you.
So, my brother, you see, on this very issue, let us stop complaining. If we don't start doing something, you see, this political solution we are talking about, just think within yourself. When the Niger Delta people, when these are our brothers in the coastal region, when they were fighting for their own resources, it was Abuja that sent aircraft to go and pick them. Abuja sent aircraft to go and pick them for the political solution. They didn't use their money to enter flight to go and beg. They didn't beg. Political solution is possible, but it is you and I that we activate it. We will activate it by sitting at home and this economic sanction. If we can enforce the economic sanction properly, Abuja will call us for discussion. They are the one that will activate it. But for us going to beg, or those our elders who went to beg for it, they are the one that destroyed it. They use it. They want to use it to distract us. And some people who were not smart enough begin to be distracted. That very sit at home that we are holding that, and sit at home is the money, that is the check we have. The check we have to cash our money in the bank. How can you go to a bank to go and cash money? You want to go and withdraw money in the bank, you don't have a check. You don't even have your card to withdraw. How can you make a withdrawal? The withdrawal that we have to go and sit on the table to discuss is that sit at home. Even if any discussion we made, even if there will be that political solution, the only check we have, the only assurance we have is that very thing that we're holding. That sit at home, that's civil disobedience. We will continue to sit at home until they finish the discussion. Our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will tell us it is all over. Look at what we discussed. Then you stop it. You don't stop what you are doing when you have not gotten anything. If you leave what you are doing, then you begin to go for negotiation. What are you going to use as a bet? What are you using as a bet? What are you using? You are going there empty-handed. And how do you think that people that spend the hell of money, they damn all the consequence to go to Kenya and kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu against international law? You think they will just come and leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu simply because you stop it, simply because your elders come and tell Buhari, give us political solution? Do you know the risk they took? They know that kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya is against international law. They know that the torture they are torturing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu up to today is against international law. They are running away from their own court. Then you think you just sit at home. You just go and see. You just fold your hand. You won't do anything. Just because your elders went there and everything will be okay. It is not going to be okay. It's not going to be okay. And they gave us an expo. Every one of us is forgetting that expo. They gave us an expo. When the Attorney General of the Federation was talking, Attorney General of the Federation said that they are going to check the masses reaction, the mass reaction. The mass reaction they are going to check is not the mass reaction of the Janjaweed. It's not the mass reaction of our Udua brothers. It is the mass reaction of Biafran people. Our reaction that will show that 99.9% of people in Biafra are standing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they will be forced to call for political solution. The Attorney General of the Federation said it. Even the imposter in Asorok said it also. He said it. That if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu behave himself, that the political solution is possible. The Northern Forum also said it, that they will check the masses reaction. After checking the masses reaction, then they will balance and know whether if political solution is possible. That it won't just come from the blues. After hearing this expo, you will see somebody bringing a suggestion on how to enforce civil disobedience. People are kicking against it. Why was he kicking against it? The civil disobedience is on stage. We are still on stage 1. When you cross the stage 1, which is the sit at home is already doing wonders. Before we reach to the stage 3, they must tell themselves they will invite Biafrans for the political solution. They will invite us, not we going to beg for it. We don't beg for it. They will invite us for it. When you talk about the effective of it, it doesn't matter who is collecting the revenue. We are the one they are taking it from. We will stop it if we want to stop it. Let us stop complaining. It's not easy. It won't be easy.
Exactly. When you come, I know that changes will be, because this is the point I'll be waiting for people to be hitting. Because when I drop the topic, I try my best to give the one I have. And I drop the link for people to lecture us, because I love learning from people. That's why I don't select people. I want, when you come to this platform, don't say you are defending. Just preach that gospel truth you hear from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Talk about Biafra. That is it. And when people, I believe those Chukuma, them will listen to you and learn, because those people, that brain hard, they go rust. That is him we go brain. So
it is funny.
We are here to create awareness, to open their brain, reset it, so that they will have a way of thinking, so that they can think before they talk. Not after talking, they will go and think. It doesn't make sense. So
it is funny.
John Elijah, I hope you have learned many things here, because when you say the government is not generating the money, is individual. That individual is working under government. When you hear government parastatals, those individuals are the parastatals we are talking about. They are representing the government. You don't expect Devil Mahi to carry his bag to come and collect tax. He must appoint someone to be in charge. And everything was session. Division of labor. Those people you say they work for the governor, the reason they are working for the governor is for them to have that contract, so that when they generate 60 billion, they will remit 15 billion to government, chop 10 billion. Imagine when you have a contract as you are in charge of Anambra State on the Chame market, you generate 100 million, and you and the government have an agreement of 40 million or 50 million, and you give them the money and you swallowed 60. Do you know what that? So when they sanction this thing, definitely, when it affects those people, they will run to the government and say, nah. And those people will make it worse for the government. Exactly. Once you don't tell the government, you don't stop. They will be collecting and putting for their government. Government will not be receiving anything again.
Exactly. And that is how it affects Abuja. People that will tell you, they will tell you that when we are sitting at home in Biafra, it doesn't affect Abuja. That when we are doing it affects Abuja. Every single thing you do in Biafra affects Abuja. When
they will sit at home, any movement, even airpiece will not load to Abuja. Nobody will come in, nobody will go.
Affect all of them.
All those things are the things we are talking here. These are the important. When you say awareness, these are the kind of awareness you will see me involving. And I believe when you impart this kind of awareness to the people will like to ask you, when are you going to start it? People will be hungry to start it, because people are tired of wasting their money in the government that is not functioning. You cannot be doing something for doing one thing for more than 10 years and they're expecting different results. Owazirike said it with his mouth that he have fight for Biafra restoration for good 22 years with one strategy.
I want to answer my brother one question.
And he have not achieved anything, because he have never changed his strategies. But out of his foolishness, he tell you in the same video that he will not attack people that is doing it. Today, he is doing that because he don't know what he stand for. So, my brother, you have a question. Can you please ask your question?
Mazi, there is one thing I am suggesting as time goes on with this sit at home, because right from time I know that this sit at home is a very big key. Because if you remember where we come from, Mago, we don't live with them for more than 30-something years, 50 years. You understand me now? That has been the thing that have made our place not to develop, and they don't care to develop. Now, based on we in the diaspora here, as this process go on, because as a to I'm just suggesting as times goes, like we in the diaspora here, I think we can be able to do a fundraising to support our people, to encourage them. Because all this thing they are doing is for us, and what we are doing is for them. You understand me now? As time goes on, because we have to support them as time goes on, at least we can bring a program one day, we can be able to say, it's a voluntary something, it's not a by force. You understand me now? At least in this aspect, I will still participate. So, okay, now, in every place, Obodo Igbo, my Asia, my America, my Canada, my India, my every part, we can donate money to support them, the way we support ESM, to support every community, on how we can be able to distribute it. Say, one bag of rice, or anything. Nigeria again the mother, because if you remember, there was a certain time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did this thing. If you remember, where even no matter how the small rice be, Mamano to go and be visiting people. I quit that thing. So it's just my own idea, like to encourage this, because this is at home now. I believe we, as time goes on, it will take another dimension. So we in the diaspora is for we to not start, because sometimes people always like you say, people now try to be blaming people. You understand me? So for we now to not to be blaming them, we can support them with food and recharge card. What do you think about that, bros? As time goes on, but let's just put it in our own mind. As time goes on, this is my own idea to support people.
You see, my brother, your suggestion is okay, but I have bought in that very suggestion. Your suggestion is okay, but I would prefer we as Biafrans, we are fighting for freedom. Let us focus on this fight. We must have to make a sacrifice. People, the way people are. This very thing you are saying that it's a good idea. It's a good idea. But when you begin to introduce it, it will be pushed to a different direction, a direction that will push us back instead of pushing us front. It will push us a direction that will push us back instead of pushing us front. The only message I preach, just like when I'm preaching about it, I only preach to people and tell people, if you have anybody in Nigeria that is having a difficult time, maybe having a difficult time because of the sit at home or whatever, if you know any support you can give directly to that person, give a support. Give a support. Anybody that is close to you or anybody that reach out to you, if you have a support to give a support. That was how we were able to start during the Civil War. We stood for each other. That was how, there was no fundraising during the Civil War. Everybody had nothing, but we were sharing in common. Any little thing we have, we share it. Every little thing we share it. Let that sharing continue. Let us be our brother's keeper. That is the only message you can preach. But when you begin to talk about, if you push it to that direction, already you see what they are doing with the ESN fundraising. You see the game they are playing.
Yeah.
That is when you begin to see people. It will not become a money issue. Some will tell you now, Achebe is now raising fund. He is now. They will not use it as a topic. It will be a different topic altogether.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mazi. Just my own, because I feel because because
your feeling is right.
My brother, I know what this
we will channel it up. Let every individual support anybody that reach out to you, or any way you can support to your people who are close to you. Support them and encourage them to sit.
Thank you, Mazi.
The most important thing is that anybody that is sincerely from his own heart, anything for Biafra, you will never ever lack. You will not lack. If you fail that business on Monday, on Tuesday, you are going to sell sevenfold. You will sell sevenfold. It's a promise. Even some prayer. That is why sometimes when I see people talking about prayer, this is time for action. It's no longer time for prayer. Even now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still fasting and praying. When he was outside, he was praying 7 good times every day. 7 times every day for Biafra issue. You and I that are free, when you go up to 3 times a day.
Thank you, Mazi. Let us bring our brother in. Mazi, Mr. Elvis, you are welcome.
Elvis, you are welcome.
My brothers, we don't know. I greet everybody. It's a very, very interesting program. Very, very interesting.
Welcome.
Mr. Chuk, your last submission, that one got me. That one really got me. That was a very good one, brother. Because we have to face what is facing us. So I want to contribute a little bit to my own suggestion, what I think is good. And because at the end of the day, all of us, we want the best for our people. Nobody wants our people to suffer. So the economic sanction, that is a very good idea. I was even thinking in the other direction, like, okay, what about the people working as the revenue collectors? How are they going to survive? I was even thinking maybe we can put them on a payroll and start paying them. But my brother, with your submission now, Mr. Chooks, what you are saying is right. We are not going to go through that level of doing fundraising to support people and stuff like that. The only thing I think is good is that, let me go back first to when I was walking on the street, there was one guy that was saying that this is their tax, that they used to buy it from the government and start using it to make money. You understand? So that they will buy it, they will pay the government, and they start printing emblem. And see, we cannot allow people, since how many years now? These people have been making money with our people. It's just like what Tinubu is doing in Lagos.
Exactly.
Exactly. Tinubu now, his whole generation, even the one unborn, they are billionaires in the cost of poor masses. So that we have people like that in our midst in Igbo land. They are the people doing this emblem. When you print one emblem, you bought emblem, then you are selling emblem 100 naira. 100 naira times 1 million. Well, somebody will put it in the pocket. Road will not be done. No electricity. The person will be the Odogu in the village. Every other person can suffer. The person will not even contribute and say, let's do something right. So it's time everybody will suffer it this time. Everybody have
to get involved.
If they have paid the government to have the contract to print emblem, let them go to Richard Okoro. Let them go to the office and ask him, where is our money? Let them have physical fight. So what I'm trying to say is,
let them have confusion.
Exactly. Then they will know that we are very, very serious. So what I'm trying to say is this economic sanction, some people will say it's not good. Some people will say, let's wait for Jesus Christ of Nazareth to come and save us. Some people will say, nobody is coming to help you. Nobody is coming to help you. Look at what happened in Afghanistan. And US, which are boss happened there. They leave their fighter jet and everything wrong. So nobody is coming to help Biafra. Nobody. So either we do it by ourselves, or we say, okay, from today we are slave of Fulanis. We just have to decide one. And we cannot be dwelling on this matter year to year, every day Biafra. Ojukwu have tried. Owazwike have tried. Nnamdi Kanu is doing it. Then, my brother, my submission is that it's the time now we decide, are we going to be slave, or are we going to end this right now? If we say we are going to end this right now, then we are going to do that sit at home. We are going to that in the economic sanction. All these Agboro people, if you know that your brother is Agboro, you are listening to my voice, go and tell that your brother, another business again, because if you continue this Agboro, I'm collecting what do they call it? I'm collecting emblem money. I'm collecting tax for the government. Maybe unknown gunmen, I don't know what might happen to him. Let him just try to Azowa Jik or something like that.
So if you can't look for another job,
we just have to educate ourselves. Like if I tell my people, if I have 10 people in my community, I tell them, please guys, sit at home every Monday. You now tell 10 people, please sit at home every Monday. Actually, tell 10 people, sit at home every Monday. We already have 100 people that sit at home. That is how we have to spread the message. Spread the message, whether we accept it or not. It's not about power tussle. It's not about power tussle. It's not about if it's going to work or not. What have been working since 60 years? If this one is not going to work, it's not going to work. What have been working since 60 years? What? So we have to do all these things. And I will encourage our boys that have money. Let's go and invest in agriculture. If, for example, I have a poultry farm now. I just opened a poultry farm now. Maybe I can employ 2 people that was doing revenue collector before. They will come and work in my poultry farm. We are creating jobs. We are creating food for our people at the end of the day. So that if anything happens, we know that we have food. So let me stop it here for now, brothers.
Thank you, my brother. When because I just learned many things. Yeah, in fact, your people have educated me more. This is the kind of program I love listening. That's why since I discovered our brother Chuk Survivor page, every day I'll just go there and be listening to his program and be learning. Because when they hear political solution, they have never asked themselves, why did the first set of people who go for political solution failed? Why is Nigeria not restructured today? Why exactly is not a president of the zoo? Why is Niger Delta don't have their nation today? What led to the not cleaning of Ogoni cleansing? Why is those things not working out? Because they go for political solution with empty hand. Uwazirike go for political referendum with empty hand. Now, Mbazirike Amechi and the Igbo elders go to Abuja for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with empty hand.
Empty hand.
John Nyanwodo with Ohaneze Ndi Igbo go to Abuja for political solution. For restructuring with empty hand. Edwin Clark, led by Pandef, go to Abuja for political restructure with empty hand. End of the day, they come back empty hand. Because for you to be going, you have to hold something.
Exactly.
The Adiwa people, they wanted the Ruga. They the Yoruba and the Igbos. If you don't give us Ruga, we will not bring in goods for you. If you don't give us Ruga, we will not make you president. If you don't give us Ruga, we will make sure that we make the governor ungovernable to you. Buhari come into power by telling Jonathan that if you don't step down for me, both monkeys and baboon will turn to blood.
Through insecurity, that will be their check. That is the check they used to catch their
that one get me. That one get me.
Yes, that is, you hold something.
That is the check they used to catch their presidency. It's insecurity.
So, the current political solution they are talking, what are they holding? That is
Nothing.
why you don't go there without the ingredient. The ingredient is the actions. And the Biafrans need to, since they have gone without ingredients, let us give them the ingredients so that they will know they have ingredients. That ingredient is what you must not take away, is the weapon you will go. Wazirike said that he is non-violent and he never go for civil disobedience. He never go for economic sanction. I wonder how he wants Biafra to come. Our leader, which is the supreme leader, overall leader, Ojukwu, may so rest in peace, they bring war to him. He fought war and he never got Biafra. To tell that we have tried war, it didn't work. We have tried, let us make a request empty-handed through Wazirike, it didn't work. We need to go with this third point, which is not war, not empty-handed, but civil disobedience, which comprises both economic sanctions. Let us see how it plays. Let us be in charge. My brother,
let me chip in something. Do you know that this very civil disobedience we are talking about, and this is their political solution? Do you know that our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu, he tried this political solution, it never worked. He tried political solution. I have the video. I've played it on one of my channels, where he said that he gave opportunities for anybody that have a solution on how to settle the matter politically to make sure that people don't die. Let the person come forward. There was no solution. He went up to the extent of going to Aburi. After the agreement, they denied it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tried the same thing. When the governors invited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, do you know what they discussed? They told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to drop the struggle. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them, I will not drop the struggle. I will not drop self-determination. I am going to hold it. Because they said they want to go for their, what do they call it? For this, what are they calling it? What will be this thing now?
Or what?
Restructuring. The governor said they were going for restructuring. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them, go for your restructuring. I am still going to hold on my self-determination. When you come back with that restructuring, we will look at it and see the kind of restructuring you brought. If it is okay, everybody goes away, we'll follow it and we'll follow it up. That was the discussion. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu agreed. You people should go, but I will not leave this one because what I'm holding is the cash. That is the check you people have. Based on what I'm holding, when you are arguing, argue based on what I'm holding. Instead of them to go and fight that battle, what did they do? They went and began to negotiate for Python dance. They brought Python dance that killed 28 people, killed many Biafran people, which took the life of the parents of Asula Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That was that political solution. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave them the opportunity. With the check, they throw it away. Today, again, we still have that opportunity to apply that method again and hold our check. Some people say we should throw it away and go with empty hand. Now they have gone to Abuja to beg. After all of a sudden, you see them coming to tell us that Buhari, they are disappointed that Buhari did not listen to them. How will he listen to you when you have an empty hand? You cannot negotiate with the Janjaweed with empty hand. What are you negotiating with? If they give you a political solution, what are you going to give them? What is the condition? Already they have the government, they have everything, they have the money, they have the power. What are you holding? You have the masses instead of you holding the masses, which is your people. Instead of you holding the Biafran people, stand shoulder to shoulder with them. You refuse, you throw them away. Then you are going alone, all by yourself. Go there 1 million times. You will never get any political solution. You will never. The people that have the political solution is the Biafran people. You and I, we are the one that own it. If we want it, we will activate it through civil disobedience. When we begin to do the right thing, Abuja will send aircraft to come and carry Biafrans for discussion. They will send for us. No, we are not the ones who go and beg them. They will send for us.
Now,
that is what everyone will be serious. We must be serious. We must be serious about this civil disobedience. We have to be serious. If we want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be free, we want Biafra to come. That is the key.
Now, let me come to Mr. Elvis, because we are still on the topic. The political solution cannot work without its ingredients. Now, apart from this economic sanction and civil disobedience, what do you think that is another thing that we can implement, or Biafrans can engage for us to restore this Biafra? Because as you see now, when people confront us, they will say, apart from the political solution, apart from economic sanction, what else? In other ways, do you think there is any other ideas that is good to add to this very economic sanction?
All right, brother. Before I go into that, I'm going to go into that in the next 1 minute. But before then, let me just talk a little bit about this political solution, or political, whatever they call it. We have to ask ourselves, who is the main beneficial of their political solution? Is the Mama Nkechi in the village going to benefit from it? Or the Kedekum, or what is the other one that is wearing a Fulani cloth? Amechi? Who exactly want to benefit from this political solution? So when we answer that question, if the Mama Nkechi in the village that is selling tomato and akara, if she's going to benefit from this political solution that she never benefited during Owazirike time, she never benefited since 60 years. So is it now, 2022, that the old woman in the village will now benefit, hallelujah, from the political solution? When we answer ourselves that question, who is the beneficial, then we know that if we are going to go forward, or we want to be running around discussing blah blah blah. So now to our question, apart from the political solution, I believe that there is a lot of things that we can do. When we have the political sanction, I mean, not political solution, that is nonsense something. I mean, the sanction, the economic sanction. Apart from the economic sanction and the sit at home, I think that we can still do some other things. Because we are going we are not going only for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release to agitate for the referendum of Biafra. Because if Mazi Kanu is being released today now, then we start all over again. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will start preaching again. He will preach another 1 year. Then we start rallying all over again. No. I think it's best now to use one stone and kill two birds. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have to be released, and then we need a referendum. But how do we achieve that? We achieve that, number one, we have already identified that the international community is not going to help anybody. But we can make them the same way we are going to make our governors suffer. The same way we are going to make our governors don't stop buying houses in Dubai. The same way we are going to make them suffer from this whole pain that they put us in since over 60 years. That is how we are going to make all the international communities, all of them, that their hand is in this mess. Can you ask yourself, this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is in prison, if Britain their hand is not there? They know what they are doing, because if it's a British citizen that is a white person that doesn't have anything politically, that is not looking for anything in Nigeria, that's not talking about a referendum in Nigeria, if he's a white person with a British passport that is not talking about Nigeria disintegration, this guy must have been out by now. Nobody can even touch him for 1 day. But because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is talking about referendum from his people, that is why Britain closed their eyes. So we make life hard for British. From that, what we do is that we are going to make sure, because we cannot give them economic sanction, but we have millions of our people working everywhere in Britain. If all of us can agree, I will go to just report to sick. If you go to your doctor, report sick. I will go to my doctor the same day, report sick. From doctors to engineers to every people, to the toilet cleaner in Britain, we make sure that at least 1 week, 2 weeks, nobody is going to work. And that 1 week, 2 weeks, we do demonstration that we cover everywhere, so that their transportation system will not even work that week. Do you understand? I mean, for example, this is just an example. But if we agree to inflict injury on their economy as well, it's not only about Nigeria. We cannot be in London doing yes, man, we were in. We have to do something on that to affect them. We are okay if we say we agree to do something. We can say when we are doing economic sanction in Biafra land, doing sit at home in Biafra land, we can at a point we say, okay, let us do a massive protest. One day, I have called in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu program. I have suggested this. He told me we are here to teach each other. It's a very, very good suggestion. We do a protest that we block and cover the whole world the same time, the same day. I keep on preaching this. I am consistent to preach this because I know it's going to work. All these protests, patch, today South Africa, tomorrow Cyprus, it's not working. But when you hold the whole world at ransom, even Berlin, Africa, it's here that they share Africa like bread and butter. We make sure that they also will suffer. Everybody will suffer this thing. Everybody, not only our people, everybody must suffer this thing. How do we make them suffer? We go out on the street with 2 million. Before Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, he was talking about 1 million march. That 1 million march is his idea. He wants it in Times Square or the Eagle Square or whatever in New York. Not everybody have the visa to go there. Not everybody have the flight ticket to go there. But every city you are living, if you are in Italy, go to Rome. If you are in Germany, go to Berlin. If you are in France, go to Paris. Every capital city of every country, we besiege it. You know what is besiege? Besiege is that when we make sure that nobody will move. For that now, the opposition parties in every government, there is always an opposition party. And that opposition party, they are looking for mistake. They are looking for something to use it to bash on the present government. As Joe Biden is there now, the opposition party, it's just like when we see NSAS protest. You see Hillary Clinton, she's tweeting NSAS now, NSAS. You think that she like you? You think that Hillary Clinton wants you to leave? Hillary Clinton is tweeting NSAS because she wants you to vote for her party. Because after that NSAS protest come American election. That is politics. So what I'm trying to say is this. The opposition party in every country, we use that our massive demonstration that we say we are not leaving the street, we are looking for democracy. This opposition party, we use it now against the present government in France, the present government in Germany, the present government in China. They use it against them. Then it's for...
We must continue. We move. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is here. Thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you and remain blessed. Bye-bye. See you again.